I was cynical about the Olympics. I thought they've got some teething problems over there. The COVID outbreak, were they going to go ahead? Of course, it was cancelled in 2020 and now it's on 2021. Then we found out that athletes would have to award themselves their own medals.
Yeah.
And then we found out that the triathlon was going to be swum through sewage. And then there's the anti-sex
Can't
beds.
have sex.
No condoms or a bed over 200 kilos
Just
collapses.
a bit of fun. Just a bit of fun at the Olympics.
And then it starts. And, of course, there's naysayers, and then it's up and away. It is rating its absolute tits off.
It sure is, for lack of a better word.
Expression
There's
for
no
it.
other words.
It's a TV expression. Kerry Stokes told me to say it. He actually rang up this morning and said, say it. Have the courage to say it.
And you have.
And
you
I have.
did.
Because everybody's at home due to the lockdown, plus it's the Olympics, equals a massive ratings bonanza. Friday night was the opening ceremony. I teared up, Brendo.
Oh,
I teared up.
you're one of those guys.
No, I'm not one of those guys.
Oh.
This is beautiful, okay? They were dancing with blocks of wood, and then they make it into...
Oh, hang on. I need to have a cry. They were dancing with blocks of wood.
Let me
I'm
finish.
tearing up.
They were dancing with blocks of wood. Then they made it into the rings, and as those rings arose over the stadium, they said, and that wood from trees planted at the 1964 Tokyo Games. And that got me. It really... I was like, oh, God.
Tasteful deforestation.
No. Future planning. Some people plan for the future. Some people have got more than $17 super. It really took my breath away. But then after what was a understated but beautiful ceremony, the athletes are coming into an empty stadium. Bruce McAvaney, a man renowned for being able to be enthusiastic about anything, thought that this was going to be fascinating.
Greece!
Greece!
Girisha!
Guys, this was the bit that we thought would be different tonight. Not so many athletes, no one really in the crowd. So this is going to be fascinating to see how this plays out.
Really? It's going to be fascinating.
Will it?
Watching people walk into an empty stadium. Fascinating.
Now, I didn't watch it, but tell
it's
me.
going to be fascinating.
Tell me if this is what happened. I didn't watch it. Did they walk in with their legs? Did they walk in, do a lap of the stadium, and then exit the stadium?
Fascinating.
Interesting.
But also, how you can make the word fascinating just longer and more. And this is going to be fascinating. No, it's not.
No.
People walk into an empty stadium, Olympic
They
style.
wave at no one.
And if that enthusiasm wasn't enough, when the Australians came into the stadium, first of all, it's Greece because they invented the modern Olympiad. I don't know who's before Australia, maybe Austria. But when Australia came in, there was no stopping Bruce.
Australia!
Australia!
Well, we've waited a long time, like everybody else, and have a look how strong that team looks.
Well, of course they're strong. They're professional athletes. What would be surprising if they were like incredibly feeble and weak?
Oh, look at them. They look malnourished. Of course they look strong. They've got the best diets and sports medicine and training known to humanity. Look how strong they look.
Gee, a few Zimmer frames in the Australian team. Wasn't expecting that.
But there was a little bit of confusion from the Canadian commentary team when Australia came into the stadium, wasn't there, Brenda?
There was.
You pointed this out to me. I'd missed this completely.
Yeah, ultra enthusiastic, obviously, Bruce, about our own country.
Ooh, strong.
The Canadians, not so much, barely knew who the flag bearers were.
And you know what? I think they had two women carry the flag. Kate Campbell, the swimmer, and Patty Mills, the basketball player. So there you go. Question answered.
That's how you do it. That's how you do it.
That is a man that plays in the NBA, a league that Canada is in the Toronto Raptors. You moron.
Yes, so well done, Patty Mills, last night. You big, beautiful woman scoring 25 points against the Nigerians.
You got the moon man in the morning.